Yes, welcome to another problems on circle geometry and triangles combined together. We want to solve the problem that is on the board. The problem that we have on the board encompasses a circle and two triangles merged together in that circle. And we are to find the values of x, p, and q given these two conditions. The standard conditions for that diagram is P plus Q is 84 degrees, and the ratio of X is to P is 3:2. Those are two additional information for us to use and get the values of X, P, and Q from that diagram. So what do? Is to study the diagram carefully and get the results. So if we study the diagram very, very well, we can perceive a cyclic quadrilateral. And that is to say a four-sided plane figure whose vertices are on the circumference. That is what we call a cyclic quadrilateral. So we have seen a cyclic quadrilateral, angle P, angle Q, and angle X. Yeah, right. Of course, what we are asked to calculate are all angles represented in the diagram. So let's see what we can deduce from the diagram. Right, we really can see what are the properties of a cyclic quadrilateral. I can see that this interior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is the exterior angle of this triangle. So the exterior angle of a triangle equals the sum of two interior opposite angles. So we are going to call this angle X plus P. Then also the exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral, exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral equals to interior opposite angle. So this is the exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral that will be equals to the interior opposite angle. So that angle here is also x. So what can be said about this other triangle as it is that Q plus X plus P, sum of the three angles of the triangle will give us 180 degrees. So we can remove the bracket and connect the like terms. So we can also say Q plus P plus X and X 2X will give us 180 degrees. So our P plus Q is the same thing as Q plus P. So P plus Q being the same thing as Q plus P is given as 84. So we replace this with 84 degrees. So our 84 degrees is our plus 2x will give us 180 degrees. From here we can solve out for the value of x. Alright? Here 2x will be equals to 180 degrees minus 84 degrees. 180 degrees minus 84 degrees. So we subtract that 180 minus 84. That probably will give us 96 degrees. So our 2x is automatically 96 degrees. So we can get our value of x. Our x is going to be 96 degrees over 2, which will give us 48 degrees. So we've obtained the base value, which is x, as 48 degrees. And next, we can work on this ratio. A ratio of x is to p gives 3:2. So x is to p is the same thing as x over p being 3/2. Right? From there, we can say that our 2x, the value of 2x will also be the value of 3p. So whenever we see if we have 2x, we can put 3p. We can put 3p. So at that point, our q plus p plus 3p will give us 180 degree. So adding this together, our q plus 4p should give us a 180 degrees. Alright? At that juncture, we can also solve out for p here. If we get our p here, remember our s was 48. So of course our 3p from here will be 2 times the value of x, 2 times 48, which will give us 96 degrees. So our 3p is 96 degrees. And we can get our value of p. Our p gives 96 degrees over 3. That will give us 32 degrees. So our p is 32 degrees. So we obtain x as 48 degrees. Our p is 32 degrees. So we move down to q. If p is 32, we can substitute it here and get our q. So 4 times 32, 4 times 32. 4 times 32. Sorry. 4 times 32 will give us 128. So q plus 128 degrees will give us 180. So we can get our q without waste of time. Our q is going to give us 180 minus 128. 180 minus 128. That should give us 52 degrees. So our q is 52 degrees. Happy viewing. I believe you obtain something from that. A simple calculation.